Today on Swamp Happy Outdoors, we're going to be talking about using the 6.5 Grendel to hunt whitetail deer. I've used this weapon exclusively this whole hunting season, and I'm just going to give you my own personal opinion and maybe a little bit of specs of what I think on this caliber. So, here we go. Alright, first thing is I'd like to tell you about the 6.5 Grendel. It's a wildcat round. Meaning that they've taken various types of components to make this round, to chamber it in the 6.5 Grendel. So I believe it's a 7.62 by 39 brass cut down and uses a 6.5 Creedmoor or other type projectile in it. Typically on my own reloads, I've been loading them at 25.3 grains of H335, and it has been super accurate, shooting sub MOA. The first deer I shot with this rifle, it was 200 plus yards, and it dropped within about 10 yards. But I did notice the bullet diameter, the hole in the deer was about the same size as the projectile on the entrance side, and the exit side might have been like the back of the brass. It was very small, maybe just a shade bigger than that. And I thought, wow, that thing dropped it, you know, and didn't really think about it too much. My daughter and I was hunting. I'll put some clips in here a little bit, but my daughter and I was hunting the next weekend. Excuse me. And we had a huge buck walk out in front of us, about 325-ish. I felt comfortable with the shot, took it. And we got there, we found hair, we found blood. We tracked the blood for 200 yards, 250 yards. And we never found the deer. So at that range, I thought maybe it was my shot placement, maybe it was this, maybe it was that, and didn't really worry about it. A few weeks later, go out with the Grendel again. I shoot a doe. She was probably 75 yards from me, and she ran an additional 75 yards. Never found the first blood drop. Not one drop of blood, but I found the deer, and it had the same wound. It was right behind the shoulder. Well, a really nice place shot, about dead center of the body. She was a smaller doe, and the entrance wound was about the same diameter as a projectile, and the exit wound maybe the size of a nickel. Not a lot of damage. I thought, man, that's weird, you know. But it's dropping them, and it ran. I just got kind of lucky. I found it without the blood. So a few weeks rock by, you go slow like hunting season does, and then I go out on a Friday night, and the biggest buck I've ever seen comes out, real dark chocolate horns, comes running across the pasture and goes through the food plot. And it came so quick, I didn't have time to panic. I didn't have time to breathe wrong or anything. Not even really time to think about it, but it came up, turned broadside at 125 yards, and I pulled the trigger, and I watched the deer look at his own backside, stumble into the woods, and my dad and I went looking for this thing for hours and never found the first drop of blood. Everybody thought maybe I missed the shot, maybe I pulled it, whatever, so we placed a water bottle out, same spot where I shot. Hit the water bottle with about 5 minutes of light to spare in the day, and then fired a second shot and got it again real quick. So about a week later, everybody was smelling something pretty big around the camp. So I started looking at it, and on that one I used the Hornady Black match grade by accident. That's my fault. I should have checked it. But the tips of these are not very distinctive. They don't really show you the difference between them. The ones with the lighter orange tip is the Hornady SST round, and the one with the red tip is the black, which is a match grade. The match grade here doesn't expand as much as the SST round. So I thought, wow, that was the biggest mistake of my life. I'll never get a chance at a deer like that again, and just felt really bad. So I took all my match grade, even the stuff I reloaded, and threw it in the back of my closet or my gun shelf or whatever. and loaded everything I have for a Grendel with the hunting round. I shot a coyote. Like I said, I think it was 247 yards. It dropped it right in its tracks, and the wound channel, even on a coyote, was very, very small. So we'll get down to the end of the season here. I hunted with a buddy of mine on his property, and I shot 2 does. They were roughly 250 yards, both of them. They were about 13 seconds apart from each other. We found great blood trails using the SST. Very impressive, and I thought for sure with 3 of us out in the woods we'd find the deer, and we didn't. Watched the video, tried to zoom it in a pretty good bit at that yardage. Just kind of hard to tell, but it was really nice, dark hair, a lot of hair. There was meat and blood, and after a few, probably 80 yards, the deer made a big circle. The first deer made a big circle and come back where it started from. It seemed like it stopped bleeding. So I don't know if this is actually creating the wound channel that's needed. So in my opinion, the 6.5 Grendel is probably a great coyote gun. I'd probably take it hog hunting with an AR platform because I could throw a lot of rounds at a hog if need be. But using this round for solely white-tailed deer, I don't see it. Yeah, I went from a 120 grain bullet to a 123 grain bullet in a hunting type of bullet, and nothing. So to me, that's just not carrying enough power to knock a big deer down. Small does, yeah, you'll probably do okay, but you're aiming for a big buck in the rut, all pumped up, testosterone flowing, neck dead on swole. This one ain't gonna do it, you know what I mean? So that being said, I'll probably still do my 30-06. Been reloading a little bit, so I've got some reloading rounds I'm doing. And I did buy a Ruger 270 American rifle. I've shot this weapon, I think I've shot 6 bullets out of it, and 3 of them all touched to each other the last time I shot it, and the other 3, I might have shot 5 rounds the first time. They were all within 1.5 inches out the box. Had 100 yards, so we're going to see what this does. I have a lot of faith in this round. I have a buddy of mine that's been shooting this all year, and he's killed 2 nice bucks with it, a couple of nice does with it, and it leaves a wound channel. On the exit side, it's amazing, the damage it does. And he was using a Federal Sierra Game King store ammo, so that Sierra Game King's pretty wicked stuff. I have mine loaded at Interlock right now, Hornady Interlock. That's what's available around me, so that's what I bought. But we're going to try them out, basically same design in a sense. So we're going to go with that. I want to thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for checking out my channel. I hope this helps you. I don't want y'all haters to hate on me for hating on the Grendel. It is a good round. I love the weapon, and I hate to actually dog on it the way I have, but it is... But man, I had a lot of high hopes for this thing, but please don't dog on me. I still may shoot it for long distance paper or maybe coyote or hog, but it's not in my arsenal anymore, I should say. But zombies come, I got something for them. And just thank y'all. Check out Big Bucks Processing. They kind of helped me out a little bit, give me a couple of goodies, hats and shirts and things like that. Please like and subscribe below, and we appreciate everyone that has already. And thank you for watching.